and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our first motorcycle, let me be the first to say that I love me a road glide. Probably my favorite bike to ride, not drive like I accidentally stated in a previous video. What I'm about to share is just what the research says, and I would agree from my experience, it gets extremely hot in stop-and-go traffic. Harley-Davidson road glide and street glide. We can all agree that the motorcycles still have that classic American cruiser look that made us all fall in love at first glance. However, this does not change the fact that they have also disappointed many riders in 2024. Harley is not one of those brands you would call budget-friendly, but the 2024 Road Glide and Street Glide have pushed the limits of what you can consider reasonable. You can say that it requires premium money since it's starting at around $25,999, which begs the question, do they deliver premium? A larger percentage of the people who ever got this bike would say no, not really. Harley introduced a new Skyline OS infotainment system with a 12.3-inch touchscreen on this one. If you look at the whole idea on paper, it sounds like a great upgrade enough to clap for them, but in reality many riders have reported glitchy software, slow responsiveness, and connectivity issues. Most especially with Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth. It also has a Milwaukee 8 engine that is powerful. The problem, however, is that it runs hot. Thus happens especially when you're in a stop-and-go traffic. Many riders complain that their legs feel like they're roasting. For people in warmer climates, this can make long rides unbearable. No one wants such an uncomfortable experience. Honda SP160 2023 to 2024. At first glance, the Honda SP160 looks like a modern stylish commuter with sharp bodywork and decent features. But behind all that beautiful aesthetics, it's filled with poor design choices and performance flaws that make it a frustrating ride for you. Many riders have complained that the bike feels cheap and flimsy. This is because it has too many plastic components on the bodywork. This not only affects the bike's durability, but also means panels rattle over time, especially on rough roads. One of the most serious issues reported is the dim headlight, which makes riding at night risky and uncomfortable. A commuter bike should have strong illumination, especially for city and highway use. But the SP160's weak LED setup fails to provide adequate visibility. Many riders experience arm and back cramps, especially on longer rides. Instead of a comfortable upright posture, the handlebars force an awkward wrist angle, leading to discomfort over time. If you're still riding with us, make sure you click on that subscribe button below. KTM 390 Duke. The KTM 390 Duke was considered a favorite for every beginner and intermediate rider who's been riding for years. This is especially because it has a lightweight frame, an aggressive styling, and it also has a fun riding nature. However, many riders have been questioning whether they would have been better off investing in a different motorcycle than the 2024 model. This has arisen out of a blend of reliability issues, poor comfort levels, and inconsistent performance, invariably faced by riders. The KTM has a liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine that produces a fair amount of power, which sounds cool, but in their view, probably even more heat. Overheating remains an issue for the 2024 uncomfortable city riding, with many in the rider community noticing that temperatures soar almost instantly while the fan struggles to dissipate heat. While this bike finds favor in recommendations as a beginner-friendly performance motorcycle, an aggressive throttle response remains too much for newer riders to handle. Like every featherweight bike, the Dukes are quite jerky at low speeds. For an expert rider, it is perhaps not a problem. For new bikers though, the laptop-style surprise power delivery might quickly turn into a handful. While KTM never believed the Duke was made for touring, it has to be said that the 2024 model is quite uncomfortable for the long haul. The seat is pretty much of an ashtray, and some riders get back and wrist pains after an hour's worth of riding. Ducati Hypermotard 698 Mono. Shortly after it was released, the Hypermotard 698 Mono faced a recall due to engine oil leaks. Owners reported oil leakage problems, prompting Ducati to address the issue through official channels. This early setback raised concerns about the bike's initial build quality. Some riders have experienced inconsistent and snatchy fueling below 5,000 RPMs, leading to a less smooth ride in lower gears. Notably, after the first service at around 600 miles, some users reported improvements, but the issue remained a point of contention for others. The Hypermotard 698 Mono features a tall seat height of approximately 35.6 inches, which can be challenging for shorter riders. Additionally, the suspension setup is on the firmer side, contributing to a less comfortable ride on uneven surfaces. While this firmness aids in handling precision, it may not suit all riders, especially during extended periods of riding. It doesn't have an impressive fuel efficiency either. Kawasaki Ninja 500 SE. The Kawasaki Ninja 500 SE was introduced as an evolution of the brand's mid-range sport bike lineup. It was advertised with the aim of offering a balance between performance and accessibility. While it boasts several commendable features, the 2024 model has faced criticism due to specific issues that have affected rider satisfaction. Some riders have reported challenges with the bike's transmission, particularly with gear engagement. There have been instances where the shifter was not properly engaging higher gears. This led to unexpected downshifts. This can be hazardous, especially during when the tide is doing a spirited riding. There have also been accounts of engine-related problems, notably concerning crankshaft bearings and connecting rods. Some riders reported to have heard a knocking noise at around 6,000 miles, which is diagnosed as a bad crank bearing and damaged connecting rods, necessitating significant engine repairs. The Ninja 500 SE utilizes an advanced key fob system for ignition. However, some owners have experienced issues with the RFID key, which is intended as a backup when the main fob is non-functional. Failures in this system can leave riders stranded if the primary fob encounters problems. Despite bearing the Ninja badge, the 500 SE is equipped with entry-level suspension and braking systems. While this approach helps maintain an affordable price point, it may not meet the expectations of riders seeking high-performance handling and stopping power. BMW R18. In late 2024, BMW issued a recall for certain 2021 through 2024 R18 models equipped with a reverse gear control unit. The recall was initiated due to potential overheating issues with the reverse control unit, which could pose safety risks. Owners were advised to contact their local dealerships for inspection and necessary repairs. Some riders have reported a high-pitched hum or whistle emanating from the engine. Discussions on forums indicate that this noise can be persistent and may affect the overall riding experience. While not necessarily indicative of a mechanical failure, the noise has been a point of concern for several owners. The R18's substantial weight contributes to noticeable vibrations, especially at higher speeds. These vibrations can lead to rider discomfort during extended rides. Additionally, the bike's heft can make low-speed maneuvering challenging, particularly for less experienced riders. Due to its cruiser design, the R18 offers limited cornering clearance. Riders have reported that the floodboards can scrape the pavement during spirited riding or when navigating tight turns, which may limit the bike's agility and the rider's confidence in handling. There have been reports of significant engine problems, including catastrophic failures. Aprilia RS 457. In 2024, the Aprilia RS 457 faced criticism due to its underwhelming mid-range power delivery. Riders reported that the bike's performance in second gear was notably lacking, which impacted the overall riding experience. This issue was highlighted in a discussion about motorcycle trends in 2024, where it was noted that power in second gear is failing for models like the RS 457. This deficiency in mid-range power can affect the bike's responsiveness, especially during city riding or when accelerating out of corners. For a sport bike, such performance gaps can be a significant drawback, leading to dissatisfaction among enthusiasts seeking a more dynamic experience. While the RS 457 offers other appealing features, its lackluster mid-range performance in 2024 has been a point of contention, making it a less favorable choice for riders prioritizing robust acceleration and power delivery. Braaap Motorcycles ST250. Braaap Motorcycles ST250 faced significant challenges that impacted its reputation among riders. The ST250, a model from the Australian company Braaap Motorcycles, was designed as an affordable entry-level bike aimed at new riders. In mid-2024, Braaap Motorcycles Party Limited collapsed, leaving debts exceeding $1 million. This sudden insolvency meant that many customers who had placed deposits for the ST250 were left without their motorcycles or refunds. The company's liquidation left numerous buyers in financial limbo, unable to retrieve their investments. Prior to the company's collapse, some riders reported concerns regarding the build quality of the ST250. Issues such as subpar component quality and mechanical reliability problems were noted, leading to increased maintenance and repair costs. With the company's closure, after-sales support for existing ST250 were non-existent. So, there you have it, 8 bikes that are better left in the showroom than on the road. Whether it's reliability issues, safety concerns, or just plain underperformance, these motorcycles in 2024 are best avoided. The open road is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Your ride should be something you trust every time you twist the throttle. So choose wisely, ride safely, and make sure your next bike is one that delivers the thrill, not the headaches. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.